Scorpio, hi. So this is going to be a reading for May 18th through the 24th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Your two Scorpio girls are here. Juno up there, Cosmo down here. We've got a Pisces in there. Kai is sleeping in the box. But, yeah. And Felix, I don't know where he went today. After coming in this room and going out for like 5 times, I'm like, okay, you need to go. But anyways. Potential helpful energies. The Page of Cups. Kind of taking it easy, you know, one day at a time type of an energy. Not a lot might happen right now, but your energy is open, so that's nice. In the recent past, the Three of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress. You're giving me a sense of, for the longest time, it's been about trying to balance out where it's about somebody else, but it's also about me. So I feel like it's been about somebody else for the longest time, and then you pull this energy of it has to be about me too. You know? So I feel like you've been trying to kind of navigate through those two energies. In the current situation, the Star, the King of Cups, the Nine of Cups, you're in a place of your heart is fully open here. It's beautiful, and you're in a place in which you're either pursuing your heart's desire or you're kind of figuring it out as you go. You know, allowing your heart to be open and to guide you towards what feels right to you. So pretty cool energies there. In the immediate future, the Temperance card, the Three of Swords, the Page of Swords. Okay. You're going to get a blast here. Something's coming through, something painful. It's not right away. It's looking to be down the road there. Something painful, but as long as you kind of work through these energies that you're under, I feel like you're going to have an easier time dealing with whatever this is. So I don't know what this is. I just see a painful blast there, kind of cutting you off on your path, and then I see you, you know, kind of going through it. Okay, let's clarify. Let's see what's up. Let me do the Page of Cups. The Five of Swords, the Empress, the Nine of Cups. Yeah, there's still that play between who do you put first there? You or whoever that is to you? Because that's somebody important to you for sure. But as you're kind of going through the experience that's at play for you, you're still playing around this concept of putting yourself first versus putting them first, you know. And at this time you're telling me I got a handle on that. I'm putting myself first all the time. The Five of Swords is there right next to whoever that is. So I don't know about that. For the Three of Wands, in the recent past, you get the Sun, the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you discovered self-love there. At some point, you had your big aha moment. It hit you in the face, and it's like, oh my God. Okay. And then the reason that it hits us so hard is because, not because we figure out what it is and what it feels like for us. It's because we're realizing how much we didn't do that all this time. You know, we thought we did. We thought that's what it was, putting ourselves first, loving ourselves. And then it hits us that, no, actually, this is what self-love is. And it's like, uh-oh, I haven't been doing that, have I? And now it's like, well, how do I apply that now? Because I've been used so much to not doing it that I don't know exactly how to incorporate that. So that was your experience back there. You know, once this self-love concept really hit you, That was you trying to integrate that into your life, into your dynamics, into your relationships, especially with whoever that is, because that energy has a big influence on you there. For the Queen of Pentacles, you get the Page of Cups, the Hangman, the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So once it hits you, you start working on it. You start working on that energy of self-love. So you might start doing little things for you here and there, you know. You're giving yourself the time, the space to really live through that energy of putting yourself first. And you're doing it. So, let me do the Empress. The Eight of Wands, the Judgment card, the Star. And then it's time to apply it to whoever that is. It's like, okay, within our dynamic, maybe I've put you first all this time. Well, now I've learned something new. And I'm practicing, and I'm getting better at it. So let me throw it in and see what happens. And I feel like initially, it might have worked out for a split second there. Or at least from where you were standing, it feels like, I think it's gonna go. I think it's gonna pan through. I think so too, based off of the energies that are there. Let me do the Star in the current situation. The Page of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Hermit. And the whole dynamic gained a different energy, a different color to it, a different pace to it. Like it shifted. Because now there's two equal parts. Before, even though you thought there were, there weren't. You know? So I can't tell, because this is a general idea in the current situation. It kind of applies to all your friendships, all your, you know, family dynamics, and so on and so forth. It applies to that too, to some extent, but I can't tell, why does it feel that it's kind of short-lived, you know, this whole idea of, I'm going to start putting myself first. Because when you change the rules in a dynamic, especially that strong of a dynamic, it's usually not taken so well. It's usually, you know, it is initially though, and I don't know where it's at right now, but you're still kind of running through this energy of putting yourself first. If not there, then through, you know, any other relationships you may hold. So it's an integration type of a period for you, of what, you know, the lesson was back there of putting yourself first and loving yourself. For the King of Cups, in the current situation, you get the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Ten of Wands. Oh. Then you're showing up with a super big, heart-opening type of an energy. And you're saying, you know, I'm running into the world from that place of keeping my heart open. And then you're saying, but it's hard. And yes, it is hard. We're not used to that. So again, practice makes perfect. Yeah, you are going to get exhausted. It's a lot of energy. When we function from that space of an open heart, that's a lot of energy that we kind of run through. So I have a feeling here you're trying to keep it consistent, like all the way from now until the day you're gone. That's it. That's all you're going to do. Live with your heart open because you discovered this energy and it feels fucking amazing. And so, well, that's kind of mission impossible. Unless you're Buddha, that's, you know, even him. I'm betting he had some issues with that. It's hard. And it's going to be hard. Not to say don't try. Fuck yeah, try to live from this aspect. It's the best one that you can get, you know. But also saying be realistic about it too. Sometimes it's not going to be that easy to keep your heart open. For the Nine of Cups, you get the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Cups. Depending on how hard you're taking this, you know, this conclusion that I can't live from this openness forever, you might actually start allowing this to take over the mind. And the mind is going to start questioning all of this, saying, what the hell are you doing? Are you crazy? You're out there open and vulnerable. Who's going to protect you? If you're not letting me protect you, the mind, who's going to protect you? Who's going to take care of you? Who's going to tell you, don't go there, don't do that, da, 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 da. Who's going to instill fear within you? What's wrong with you? In an open field like that, really? So, I get it that it's exhausting to keep yourself connected to your heart and your heart open all the time, but don't go there. Don't allow for the mind to take over. This is a time in which you find that perfect balance between your mind and your heart. You know, you don't give power to either one of them for too long. You know what I mean? Because again, the heart openness can get you exhausted and depleted, and that's a lot of energy to work from. While the mind can, as per usual, get you into trouble. So this is the part in which hopefully you're working on balancing those two out. For the Temperance card in the immediate future, you get the Strength card, the Two of Cups, the Ace of Wands. Okay, with this one, you're kind of giving me a sense of finally. It took a minute and it was tough, but something's coming together nicely between you and another energy. Now, that doesn't have to be a person. You know, it could be a job you've been after for who knows how long. It could be, I don't know, maybe you're finding the ideal home, but you've been looking for 3 years. It could be anything. But giving me a sense of finally, the work has paid off here, you know, because it's finally happening. Okay, cool. Let me do the Three of Swords in the immediate future. You get the Hierophant, the Tower, the Ace of Pentacles. I still get that energy as the one that's kind of consistently there, but they're not showing up consistently. They're showing up and down. You know, for 2 minutes there, everything's awesome, everything's great, and then they make your life a living hell. You know, not on purpose. It's just the dynamic. You know what I mean? So there's a blast that's coming through from, I'm guessing, that situation, right? That Empress, whoever that is. But it's coming through as almost like a pattern. Like, okay, we're going to create a shit show here for a split second. We're going to go ahead and do that. Right? Where my life is hell, your life is hell for a split second. And then we'll resume. Then we'll be fine. And if that's the dynamic that is, then that's going to take you off balance. That's not helpful for your process here. And if you like that, I mean, if you're into the inconsistency and your life getting torn apart every other month, year, you know, maybe you're into that. I don't know. This whole, okay, everything's good for a split second and then it drops in its head. And then I feel like crap, and then you feel like crap, and then, yeah, we're going to function from that, even if it's for a little bit. Because we know that, hey, we'll bounce back from this. So I don't know what this is, but it's the only inconsistency I'm seeing here throughout your journey, personal journey, you know. For the Page of Swords in the immediate future, you get the Seven of Swords, the Chariot, the Emperor. And then you decide, like all of us do in these instances, right? This doesn't feel good to me. I better walk away. Now, will you do it? I don't know. Because, you know, I don't know. But what I see happening here is a lot of work that's being put on you personally. So I feel like the more you kind of get into that and stay with that, I feel like at some point, if something won't feel aligned and right for you, I think you will go eventually. Right now, I'm not convinced, but keep on working on yourself and you'll figure it out for you. If you should stay here in this little periodic mess, you know, or, you know, if it's not worth it. So basically, you're growing, you're shifting your frequency. At some point, this is not going to go, you know. When that is, I don't know. And when that happens, it's a matter of, what do I do here? Do I decide to try to work on this so that we don't get to these points anymore? Or do I decide to just walk away because I've tried to work on this and it's still doing the same thing? So that doesn't help. So should I just count my losses, you know? So that's a decision that you'll have to make when you get there. But, you know, whenever that is for you. You'll know. From the universe for you, you get the Strength card, the Hierophant, the Ace of Wands. Yeah, your energy separated from the other one, you're doing great. You're on the up and up and up. You're growing. You're working on yourself. You know, your energy is bouncing up. When I see your energy attached to whatever the situation is with, again, no matter how important they are, it's heavy. It's heavy. It's like, you know, it's different. So you don't have to do anything about it now, because it'll hit you just like that energy of self-love hit you. You know, when it's time for you to do something, when you've reached that point within your energy to be able to say, okay, I need to do something about this, you will, you know. So I'm just pointing what the energies are. That doesn't mean, oh, you got to do something about it. No, not if you don't feel ready. So that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.